Difference between its manga and anime and newly added scenes for which watch. Episode 12. The anime adds a scene of Morihito recapping that Keigo is a werewolf. The anime lengthens the scene where Morihito is sent flying by Wolf. In the anime, when Wolf remembers Ayako's words, Ayako's mental image is shown next to Wolf. When Wolf is hit by Morihito, the anime adds a scene of Wolf spitting due to the impact of the blow. When Morihito knocks out Wolf, the anime zooms in on Morihito's eyes. The anime adds a scene of Nemu opening her eyes. The anime cuts the scene where Nemu tries to call Morihito without receiving a response. When Kanchi tries to contact Morihito, the anime adds a scene where Kanchi's phone screen is shown with Morihito's name. The anime shows flashbacks to episode 5 when the narrator talks about Mobliviate. This makes the scene longer than it is in the manga. The scene where Kanchi and Nico remember Morihito telling them that the priority is to find the enchanter instead of fighting the dogs is cut from the anime. The anime removes the glimpse of 3 unnamed dogs. The anime removes the scene where Nico thinks that even though the enchanter is nearby, she can't find her because of the crowd. The anime removes Ayako's dialogue where she says that since Wolf has already started his battle with Morihito, then the Tengu and the witch must be nearby. The anime removes the scene where Wolf gives Ayako the list of spells Nico can use. This causes the dialogue in which Ayako acknowledges that Nico is using an invisibility spell to be removed from the anime. The anime removes the dog's dialogue about catching Nico as she flies above them. When Ayako realizes that Nico is flying above them, the anime adds a transition scene where Ayako is seen preparing to use the dog's body to attack. When Kanchi mentions the spells used to trick Ayako, the anime shows an image of each of these, unlike the manga where they are only mentioned while Ayako falls due to Kanchi's blow. When Ayako is defeated, the anime adds dialogue from her where she says that she shouldn't have been defeated, leading to her flashback, while in the manga her flashback begins directly after being defeated. The anime simplifies Ayako's past, cutting out much of it. The narrator's scenes kept in the anime are replaced by Ayako's internal dialogues. In the anime, Ayako realizes her witch blood as a child, while in the manga she realizes it as an adult. The moment Ayako realizes she has witch blood, she levitates the object next to her, while in the anime these two scenes do not happen at the same time. The anime adds a scene of Ayako saying that she will now be happy while levitating the object. The anime removes the context of why Ayako became a warlock. The anime adds a scene of the passage of time of several trees that are in the park where Ayako is. The anime adds a line from Ayako saying that despite being a warlock she wasn't happy. When the warlock talks to Ayako to convince her to help them, the anime adds pink spots to the warlock's shadow. The anime removes the scene where Kanchi and Nico mention that Ayako's magic pot looks like a Yakult bottle. The anime removes Kanchi's line where he mentions that he could break Ayako with his fingers. In the anime, Nemu arrives from the left to where Kanchi and Nico are, while in the manga she arrives from the right. The anime adds a scene of the people affected by Ayako going home. In the anime, when Kanchi, Nico and Nemu talk about Ayako's real size, they are seen talking, while in the manga only the dialogues of said conversation are seen. The anime removes a dialogue from Nemu where after hearing that Morihito disappeared with Keigo she begins to doubt. In the anime, when Nemu asks Ayako if Keigo is her familiar, only Ayako is shown in that scene, while in the manga, Kanchi and Nico can be seen. When Nemu tells Ayako to take them to Wolf and Morihito, the anime focuses on Ayako while the manga focuses on a park sign. The anime removes Wolf's line where he says he's still a baby so he hopes Morihito isn't rough on him. In the anime, when Morihito talks to Wolf about his personality, he is in a battle pose, while in the manga he is calm. When Morihito mentions to Wolf that he had tears in his eyes when Keigo spoke to him earlier, the anime plays this out. The anime drags out the fight between Wolf and Morihito. In the anime, Nico usually takes longer to faint when he runs out of magic power compared to the manga. In the anime, when Nico faints, Kanchi and Nemu are seen holding her so she doesn't fall, while in the manga only Nemu holds her. The anime removes Nico's line where he asks Wolf if he is Keigo Magami. The anime adds a scene of Kanchi circling Ayako after she tells Wolf to defeat Morihito. When Wolf mentions that if they want to kill Ayako they can do so but that he will die with her, the anime adds a scene where Nemu, Nico, Kanchi and Morihito react to this. In the anime, when Ayako mentions that the werewolves' desire is a battle to the death, she is about to fly due to the impact that Morihito and Wolf's blow caused, while in the manga this dialogue is shown as narration while Morihito and Wolf begin to fight again. In the anime, when Morihito remembers a time he trained with Kanchi, Nico can be seen in the background cheering them both on. The anime removes Kanchi's dialogue where he says that Morihito is a martial artist while Keigo acts on instinct, making it difficult for Morihito to fight him. In the scene where Kanchi, Nico and Nemu are seen supporting Morihito to defeat Wolf, in the anime Nico is standing next to Nemu in the center, while in the manga it is Kanchi who is in the center. When Morihito delivers the finishing blow to Wolf, the anime adds several hits before Morihito delivers the finishing blow. When Kanchi, Nico and Nemu celebrate after Morihito defeats Wolf, the anime adds Nemu in the celebration. The anime removes Ayako's reaction to seeing Wolf defeated. When Morihito tells Ayako that the battle is over, the anime adds a scene showing Wolf on the ground. In the scene where Nico tells Ayako that despite their situation they could start getting along, in the manga it shows Ayako while Nico mentions it, while in the anime, Nico watches Nemu while Kanchi and Morihito watch her. The anime removes the scene where Ayako remembers that in the past they didn't believe her that she was a witch. In the manga, when Ayako is about to mention the mastermind behind the whole plan, a scene of Morihito and Nico reacting is shown, while in the anime Kanchi and Nemu are added. When Nico and the others go to help Keigo, the anime adds Nemu to that scene. After Nico said not to forgive Keigo without first hearing his whole story, the anime adds a scene of Kanchi putting his hand on Morihito's shoulder. When everyone leaves the pocket space, the anime adds a transition. In the anime, when Keigo asks Kanchi and Morihito if they are not angry with him, Kanchi stands next to Keigo, while in the manga, Kanchi stands next to Morihito. When Nico and Nemu meet in the sauna, the anime cuts out the dialogue, saying she can't believe everything that happened. The anime also cuts out Nemu's response. The anime removes Nico's line where he says he always wanted to share a bathroom with his friends but that Morihito and Kanchi are men. The anime removes Nemu's response where she thinks she shared a bath with Morihito but will take that to the grave. In the anime, when Nemu mentions that Ayako lied to Keigo about having a panacea, flashbacks to Ayako's past shown earlier can be seen. When Nemu mentions that despite defeating Ayako the sigil foretelling the prophecy has not yet faded, the anime shows an image of Ayako above the sigil. In the scene where Keigo cries upon seeing that his mother's wounds were healed, he begins to thank Nico and the others for their help. In the anime, Keigo says this while holding his mother's hands, while in the manga, he turns around to thank Nico. The anime adds Kanchi's reaction upon seeing that Keigo's mother was able to recover. In the scene where Keigo moves in with Morihito, Kanchi, and Nico, the anime sets the scene in Keigo's room where the others listen to Keigo's requests. While Kanchi complains due to Keigo's requests, the anime adds a scene of Nico and Keigo smiling at the situation. The anime adds a scene where Keigo's room door closes to close the episode. The wolf decoration shown on the door has Keigo written on it, unlike the manga where it has welcome written on it. Trivia: like episode 1, this episode has no eye-catchers. Like the manga, the name of the dog Ayako uses to hide is not revealed. Unlike the manga, the anime does not reveal the warlock's name. The door features a wolf decoration which is adapted from the final panel of chapter 29.